Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your January 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Scorpio. And before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you would like more guidance and support throughout your 2020. You know I'm going to be here delivering messages to you. And if you would like a free dealing with family meditation, because I know they can be a real pain, then sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description, or just go to onyxhealing.com. It'll be there when you get there. And you get a free meditation download when you sign up for that. So it's a free gift for you. And I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of you who support my work. Thank you for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, and a extra special shout out to those of you who are my clients who work with me one-on-one. You're the reason why I'm even able to do this work, and I'm eternally grateful to you. So if you'd like to support the channel, please consider working with me, getting meditations from me. All of that is what helps support this channel. Since I don't monetize this, I don't want you guys dealing with ads, and so I thank you so much for supporting. All right, I'm gonna lay this out and then we will get started. Okay, let's start with your oracle cards. First thing coming up is Owl. Follow your intuition. Yes, definitely listen to the nudge, listen to the small voice, the part of you that's saying, hey, do this thing, you need to do this thing, you need to do this thing. That part of you needs to be listened to. And a lot of the time, the more you go without listening to it, the more uncomfortable you're going to get until you do it. So it's better to just get ahead of the curve and go ahead and take action on that thing. And it's something that you're going to be surprised if you lean into that part of yourself more and more. And then the animal card for you is Camel. This is all about endurance, the long haul, the big picture. And I'm just getting that it's like whatever seeds you're planting now, whatever you decide to do in January is going to be something that extends way beyond you and beyond just the present moment. So make sure that you're really tapped into the energy that you want to extend beyond the present moment, and just continue getting into that energy, and it's going to be something that helps you go throughout, you know, the coming months in a way that's really going to just really get into alignment with you. And then we have Resolve. Align to the heart of your desire, okay? Then fan the flames of action. Great feats are possible. Find validation in past successes. Let your will be stronger than your self-doubt. Yep, and that also aligns with the Camel card because it's, you know, endurance, the long journey, being able to do things for the long term, and that's what the Resolve card is reminding you of as well. Don't skip out on action this month, especially with your intuition. Remember, the discomfort, the more you kind of fall out of alignment with yourself or you're not listening to your intuition, the more that is something that you're gonna get antsier and more uncomfortable until you take action. So just commit to it. And then this is the past, present, future. I know I don't normally do it this way, but I decided to mix it up this month. Okay, so in the past position, we have the Two of Cups. I'm going to clarify this. I don't necessarily think this is a relationship. There's something about reflection here. Let me get clarity on this. Okay. Seven of Cups to clarify. I'm getting that the Two of Cups in this position is more like needing external permission or validation in order for you to like take that jump, or wanting to check with every single person before you actually do the thing. So there's somewhat of a lack of trust coming up with this. And the Two of Cups a lot of the time is about reflection. What are you having reflected back to you? And so the Seven of Cups is about having a large body of options. And so together, I'm just reading these as you may have been getting too many opinions from other people, and instead you just need to lean into what you know is right. The present card, we have the Ace of Swords. This is the download, the idea, the ambition, the clarity, the focus. It's the mental clarity that you're getting. So I think you're very, very focused in January. There's a lot of energy that's just really crisp and clear. And so you really have a lot to work with in terms of where you're mentally at. I think this is a great time to really exercise the belief systems that you want to carry forward into 2020, reshape those beliefs, because your mental state is in a really good position just based on this card. It's that clarity and focus that you may have been wanting or missing. It seems like you're just a laser beam. And if you don't feel that way in this moment, maybe there's something that happens in order to get you here in January specifically. So it depends on what your circumstances are. And then in the future position, we have the Queen of Swords. Yep, so really owning that part of yourself. Whatever you're focused on, it just seems like you're really owning it. You're absolutely in your power with whatever this sword is, this inspiration, idea, clarity, focus. That is what you're stepping into mastery around. And the Queen of Swords is just helping you to ground yourself in that and really embody it fully. So this is a game of embodiment. What are you embodying in order to make your big dreams a reality, or to make your big vision come to life? Now let's see what's going on in your external world. This is anything outside of you. First thing, we have the Four of Wands. This is having a reason to celebrate happiness, the happy home card. Like you're creating a nest. Like there's a lot of opportunity for you to get really comfortable and confident with whatever this ambition is right here, this clarity that you're having. So I think outside of you, like what you have in your environment, is really conducive to building a community, having successes, building something major. So that's really exciting to see. And then we also have the Ten of Swords. You're gonna have to release the self-doubt piece. I'm gonna clarify this, but because of the Resolve card, I immediately saw that this is the one that this is reflecting. Let your will be stronger than your self-doubt. So there is some fear in how large of an expansion this is, just how big of a move this is. Let me clarify for you what these are really doing together. King of Wands, so mastery over that energetic output, mastery over what you want, your creative projects, your endeavors, that fire and owning your light is something that the King of Wands is a master of. And so that Ten of Swords is the self-doubt. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm able to do this. This is what's kind of looming. And because it's outside of you, remember, it's something that you can project yourself onto, that belief. You can kind of look at the outside and start projecting the self-doubt, but it's not actually something that's in your internal state. So we'll have to see what comes up here. But I'm really happy to see this on the outside of you, because it just looks like a projection. And because you have the Four of Wands, this is a building card. This is like, we're gonna create the nest. We have the happy home. We have all of the materials we need in order to celebrate this thing. So the Ten of Swords is just shaking out the bugs, getting rid of anything that's kind of left over in order for you to step into this part of yourself fully, that King of Wands, that Queen of Swords energy that you need to own in order to sustain a long game. Because if you just collapsed after, you know, getting, feeling doubtful about yourself, right, you wouldn't accomplish anything. It would be something where you would just constantly be trying to walk up a gravel hill. So instead, this is like really rooting yourself into confidence, personal power, and knowing that what you want is something that's meant for you and something you can step into fully. Now, this is your internal state, your internal world, emotional world. We have the Eight of Swords. still working through the fears and limitations, feeling like you're limited or you're not moving fast enough. This is a lot of ego chatter, like you're not doing it right, or oh no, I'm not able to see around every corner. That makes me uncomfortable. There's a discomfort in the unknown. So of course, I'm going to tell you the unknown is where all of the good stuff lives. That's just a matter of fact. But the Eight of Swords is the limitation, the shrinking energy. And so what you want to do is just push against this. Make sure that you see it, but don't necessarily buy into it. It's something that can come to the surface, but you don't want to put yourself in a cage, in a mental box, just because you have fear coming up to the surface. And then we have, for the advice for you, Seven of Wands, rise to the occasion, overcome any of the self-doubt. That's challenging the self-doubt and just being clear on what you want is probably the biggest thing happening in January. And I like seeing all of this just because it's like you're finally in a position where you're really defying the limitations that may have been running you previously. And that to me is a major, major, major win. So I think all of this is spinning in your favor so you can really rise to the top and just be confident and clear about what you're creating in this lifetime. Like, what are you working on? Who are you becoming? What are you stepping into? You know, is there a project? Is there a relationship? Is there a goal? Is there something that you're really wanting to step into boldly? And that's what the Seven of Wands really helps you to do. So it's kind of like you just want to show up for it again and again and again. Let the endurance, let the data that you get from challenging yourself be what helps you step into that part of yourself. Rather than wanting to be certain immediately, it's kind of like challenge yourself in order to build the confidence. This is automatically going to shed away. The Eight of Swords is just feeling blind, feeling uncertain. And so the more that you push yourself, the more payoff there's going to be in January. So I just see this as being a time when you can really, really expand. Now let's get into the timeline. First, second, third, and fourth quarter of the month. First quarter of January, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is carving your own path, doing your independent thing. Like, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to align myself in this capacity. And so the Knight of Swords is just helping you out there. It's helping you face the fears and challenge anything that's coming up. So really pushing against the resistance, pushing against the self-doubt, the uncertainty, the lack of clarity. And this is helping you confront that and doing the thing anyway. So I would take advantage of this. If there's something you're scared to do, lean into it more. If there's something you're experiencing a lot of fear around, lean into it more and let that help you. Card number 2, quarter 2, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so decision making from a space of I'm doing this thing now, so I need to continue to make decisions in that light. So just continue to choose what it is that's in alignment with your path, what feels most resonant with you, and then making a decision from that space. So I don't know how that's going to look for each of you, but remember, the trick to the Two of Pentacles is just considering what is going to get me where I want to go, and does this decision require a lot of thought and contemplation, or is this something that doesn't matter as much, right? Some decisions you do want to take a lot of time to marinate with. You do want to just kind of allow yourself to breathe into and feel into your body. And then other decisions, it's kind of like no matter what you choose, you're going to land where you need to land. So it's just dependent on, is this from a manifestation perspective, or is this just from a body alignment perspective? Or is this something that's just neutral that's going to help you land where you need to land? Okay, and then third quarter, we have the Two of Chalices, connection. I'm getting that this is probably more of a social quarter. And this point in time, this third quarter of January, I think that there's more connection happening, more flourishing happening. Great time to date for those of you who are interested in dating, or if you're manifesting a relationship, you know, this is going to be a hot spot. Make decisions that are going to put you in more social environments or are going to open up a lot of doors for you to connect and network and, be in contact with others. That's really going to help. And then the fourth quarter of January, wrapping up the month, we have the Chariot, full speed ahead. So I like this. You're really shedding a big layer in the month of January, and that's helping you to just ride off in the direction that you want to go. So all of the connections that you're making, the decision making, the pushing yourself beyond maybe what you're comfortable with, right? Do hard stuff in January and it's really going to pay off. Do the uncomfortable thing where you're really, really challenging the part of you that wants to stay complacent and comfortable. And I think that there's going to be major payoff for that. And then the Chariot also, just to put a final thought on all of that, the Chariot is what's going to help you gain a lot of speed and progress. So while it may not be an overnight result, it's something where you're going to build a lot of momentum come the end of January. First, second, and third card. So you're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, support, whatever you feel called to most. If you need more time, pause the video. Card number 1, we have the Six of Wands, victory, achievement. This is like, I've done it, I've made it. It's the success card. So I think that you want to count every win. You want to count and celebrate everything that is going well. Don't ignore any of your successes and just let that build. What was the resolve card again? Great feats are possible. Find validation in past successes. So this is also adding to that. It's saying you want to look at other ways you've been successful, other ways you've overcome this, other ways that you've had a lot of good things happen as a result. It's kind of like count every win. Card number 2, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like things are spinning and turning in your favor. Use the unknown to your advantage. I cannot stress that enough. It's where all of the good stuff lives. So you want to go create out in the unknown, in that astral plane. And because of that, that's what's going to make it materialize in the 3D. Don't be afraid or project a lot of the past onto the unknown. It's more about actively creating what you want to pop up in the future. And then the card number 3, we have the Hermit, retreat, relax, recoup. This might be a time when you want to go a little bit slower or just find your internal light. Get clarity through meditation, peace and quiet. Again, we're moving away from like asking for a lot of data from other people and instead just going internal and aligning yourself within in order to get the clarity that you need. You already have the answers, you already have the information. Some reflections can be great, but I'm also getting for you in particular, silence is going to be a big game changer around your clarity of the situation. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. I also host prayers and a tarot poll every Wednesday on my podcast, so make sure you check that out. Sunday messages, the link is in the description box. And until next time, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to work with me. Head over to onyxhealing.com to see all of the goodness that I offer. And I will talk to you all later. Have a beautiful month, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.